Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
March feeling every bit of January. We are cold, but temperatures through the weekend will be climbing.
And a crazy scene unfolding at a gas station. A gas station customer opens fire, landing a suspected car thief in the hospital and landing himself in police custody. And breaking news, the all clear has been given on that boil water alert affecting parts of Detroit, Hamtramck, and the city of Highland Park. And that tops our news this noon. Thank you so much for joining us. 2 rounds of tests have come back clean, so the water is once again deemed safe for drinking and cooking purposes. Our Rod Maloney joins us now live in downtown Detroit, where Detroit City Council are asking those tough questions, Rod, that all of the affected residents and businesses want answers to.
Right. The problem, of course, is that the word about this didn't get out very quickly, and that's what they're most worried about here in City Council. But here's the thing that anybody at home, anybody in your office, anybody in the schools, if you're getting, if you're thinking that it's okay to run the water, you're absolutely right. You can use it. But the thing that you're advised to do is to make sure you run it for a couple of minutes, because it's been standing in the pipes for a while. So you run it until the water gets cold. That way you know that you're getting fresh water, and that way you're not doing anything that might harm you or be drinking any of these toxins that might be in your pipes. Now, one of the things that came up today is that the city council members didn't know, because the alert didn't go out until 11:15 on Tuesday night. And they're saying that the residents didn't know even on Wednesday, and there was a lack of communication between the Great Lakes Water Authority, the Detroit Water Authority, Michigan Department of Environmental Quality, and the customers who actually use the water. They're deeply concerned about it. And this is what came out and what was said in today's meeting.
On Wednesday morning, I started receiving calls asking me what was going on, and I had no idea. The first thing I did was call Gary Brown as I was driving into work. And so I don't know what means or level of communication went forward.
We are absolutely committed to providing our customers water of unquestionable quality. So when we have an incident like this, and we think that there is a reason for caution, we want to be cautious. We don't want there ever to be a situation where people feel as if they were exposed unnecessarily and weren't advised.
Now, that was Sue McCormick, who was the CEO of the Great Lakes Water Authority. She says that it was the Michigan Department of Environmental Quality that said, you know what, you got to do the boiled water alert. And that didn't come out till 11:15. They started putting out the press releases, but that was a very slow process. The city wants to see some kind of single point of communication, a hotline of some kind for the media, for residents, for customers to go to. And that's one of the things that they're going to be looking at. And in fact, Gary Brown, who was mentioned there, who is the head of the Detroit Water Division now, is saying that there is going to be a whole review of how this went. And they know that they need to change the communication and work on that. So they're going to be working on a new plan, and the expectation is they'll put that out sometime in the next week or two to come. Reporting live downtown, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
All right, very good. Thank you, Rod. A violent scene at a gas station in Warren early this morning. A customer opens fire on a man who was apparently trying to steal his car at this gas station while he was inside buying a drink. It happened at the Marathon gas station at 12 Mile and Van Dyke there in Warren. It's right near the GM Tech Center. Sean Lay is there live for us this noon, and you have the very latest on what happened with both of these men after this incident.
Let's start with the guy who was shot, the man who is accused now of stealing this bright red car, shot in the neck. He is in the hospital recovering. We just came from court. They are expecting charges against him at some point. Now, the guy who shot, the car owner, he is cooperating with police. He's been released from police custody. However, he will undergo the scrutiny of the county prosecutor's office. Let's take you to this wild scene, as you say, Rhonda, because it was wild. It was violent here. 4 o'clock in the morning at the Marathon, 12 Mile and Van Dyke. You're right. It's right across from the Tech Center here. A man pulls up in his bright red Charger here, or Challenger, I should say. He goes in to buy a Coke. He left his car running right at Pump 7. He turns around and someone had jumped behind the wheel and was trying to make off with his car.
The owner of the car exited the gas station and is a licensed CPL holder, pulled a firearm and fired some shots into the vehicle as the vehicle was driving away. The driver of the car that was stealing it suffered a gunshot wound. He's being treated at a local hospital. As with all deadly force incidents, is going to be reviewed by the Macomb County prosecutor for a final determination of the action.
So back here live, again, the man who was shot in the neck in the hospital right now. Charges are expected against him, have not yet been filed. Here's the latest right now. We're waiting for Warren police investigators to arrive back here at the marathon. The owner says they want to review the videotape, and that will tell them a lot. Everything caught on camera here, Rhonda. So this man's actions, stealing the car, and the man shooting then caught on camera. The police want to see that. That'll tell them a lot on how they'll proceed now with the prosecutor to see whether or not this was a good or bad case of a CPL holder opening fire on someone using lethal force when his life apparently was not in danger. Back to you.
It'll be very interesting to see that surveillance video. Sean, thank you. We are also following breaking news out of St. Louis, where an arrest has been made in connection with threats made to at least 8 Jewish community centers nationwide. Federal authorities say that they've arrested 31-year-old Juan Thompson in connection with the threats. Along with the 8 threats to Jewish community centers, authorities say that he also threatened the Anti-Defamation League's headquarters in New York. And we have a developing story out of Howell this noon where a high school student has been arrested after threatening her school. Howell police arrested 17-year-old Howell High School student after she referenced shooting up the school on Twitter. Now, she's currently being held in the Livingston County Jail while she awaits charges. She's expected to be arraigned this afternoon. Police want her charged as an adult. Let's turn our attention over to Brandon because we had the snow showers and we also have some very cold temperatures out there. So apparently we went from above high temperatures to now below.
We just can't seem to get it right. And you know this. We have a very January feel. Temperatures are bad enough here. Look at 20s up north, middle 20s here closer to the city, and you have to factor in this wind between 7 and 17 miles an hour. It is blowing at 17 miles an hour, gusting a little bit stronger at Metro Airport, and teens for winds over in Oakland County, most of Wayne County. Single-digit wind chills, 75 corridor from Pontiac up to Flint. Feels like 6 or 7 degrees, just slightly warmer, but it's dangerous wind chills. If you're out in this for 60, 90 minutes and you don't have that skin properly covered up, you could get a little frostbite. So that's why we talk about these wind chills. But middle and upper 20s, feeling more like teens to low 20s. We do anticipate getting a little bit of sunshine coming through these clouds. We also anticipate a couple of flakes and flurries flying, especially in our north zone as you head up into the Thumb region, just closer to Lake Huron, a little more moisture from the source there. Other than that, we're looking at no big snows around here. The weekend, it's going to be a warm-up, but it's a little slow in getting there. If you need the weather right now or anytime, we've got you covered on the weather tab. Click on Detroit.com. Just look for your zone in our 4-zone weather.
All right, Brandon, thank you. Everyone is okay after a home was firebombed on Detroit's east side overnight. This is the scene. It was Rose Street near McNichols where it all unfolded. Police say that a suspect threw 2 firebombs at this house. One of the firebombs made it into the bedroom where the owner was staying. The other missed the house. Fortunately, the fire department helped the man escape before he was hurt. Police are still, though, looking for the suspect responsible. And on Detroit's west side, really sad story of a 10-year-old girl that is now dead after she was trapped inside of a burning apartment. Police say that the girl was left alone with her 3-year-old brother in the apartment and was asleep when the fire started. Her uncle and others in the building tried to rescue her, but were unable to get through that fire. At this time, it's unclear what caused it. Arson investigators are on the scene investigating. Still ahead here this noon, a Help Me Hank consumer alert. The popular baby rattle that's being recalled because it has a choking hazard. Plus, this is no scene from a movie. A drive-by shooting with an automatic weapon is caught on camera, but the result of this attack may be even more shocking than the video itself.
My wife was
This was the frightening scene caught on camera Monday evening in Kansas City, Missouri. The dash cam video showed the truck roll up next to a car and then believed was targeted and fired off more than a dozen bullets. Despite the close range shots, no one in the car was actually hit by any bullets. Now police are searching for the shooters who they believe could strike again. Pretty terrifying. Those people are lucky. Well, we do have a Help Me Hank recall alert to tell you about this afternoon. It has to do with popular baby rattles that's being recalled due to choking hazards. The recall involves O-Ball rattles with the model number of 81031. The rattles have these clear plastic discs on them with small beads inside. That's not good. The company says that they've received 42 reports of children trying to eat the beads and 3 reports of children choking on the beads. O-Ball says that consumers should contact them for a full refund. And Ford is recalling more than 36,000 vehicles in the U.S. and Canada because their airbags may fail to inflate properly. The recall involves the Ford Edge for model years 2016 and 2017, the Lincoln MKX from 2016 and 2017, and the 2017 Lincoln Continental. The airbags were made by Japanese supplier Takata, but do not have the same deadly problem that has led to other recalls. In this case, the airbags may not fill completely or fully inflate due to a misalignment with the components. Still ahead, the membership that millions of shoppers have that's going up in price. Brandon?
Single-digit wind chills, a few flurries flying. Would you believe I've got 50s and maybe 60 degrees not too far off? We've got you covered. It's Friday. Stay right there. The 7-day is next.
Raise your hand if you've ever been stressed out.
They're young students in the city of Detroit. Some may have big challenges away from the classroom.
When we get mad or stressed out, we can do yoga to calm us down.
But now the students at our adopted school, Thurgood Marshall, learning how the power of yoga can help transform their young lives.
The spine goes backwards.
Yoga is unbelievably effective. It's something that the kids love to practice. It makes them feel healthy. It makes them feel empowered. It makes them feel strong.
Come along, witness the transformation, and see how this may help your child. Our Help Me Hank report tonight at 11.
The price of a Costco membership is about to go up. Starting June 1st, the new fee will be $60 for individual and business card holders. Now it's only a $5 increase. The fee for executive members will go up by $10 to $120. The price hike comes after Costco reported weaker than expected earnings and revenue last quarter, and it's all your fault, so you have to pay. If you like to purchase Tiger tickets for the upcoming season, now's your chance. You'll need to secure your place in line this afternoon. So starting at 3 o'clock this afternoon, you go and you pick up a numbered wristband. It's very easy. You go right to the Tiger Club lobby at Comerica Park, and then tomorrow you go back. The mascot Paws, he's going to be randomly selecting a number, so that will start the line. After the lucky winner is chosen, tickets will officially go on sale at 10 a.m. tomorrow. So if your number is like 150, don't worry about it. It could actually be 1 if Paws picks it.
Lottery. Love it.
That's right.
Yes. Well, I'm going to head to Costco and get my Tigers to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
It's going to cost you. Cost you a little more. Well, not until June, so get it all in now.
Costco has not obviously looked at my receipts every week.
You've been doing your part.
We're spenders. They know me there by name over at my Costco. 25 degrees, west-northwest wind is 17. The clouds have thickened up. Come on. We've got a few flakes flying as well. This is not very problematic at all, almost festive for January. Problem is it's March 3rd and we're going the wrong way, and we've got another cold day on tap for you tomorrow. Middle upper 20s, that's it, hoping to get in on some sun. The winds are the problem, not only for wind chills dragging lake effect clouds and a couple of flakes our way, and they will start to relax late afternoon or evening. Once the sun starts going down for sure, the winds become a lot less problematic. But clear skies and this cool air mass means we will cool off very quickly overnight, down to 15 degrees on your Saturday morning, right around sunrise time, 7 a.m.-ish. So it will be a chilly start to the weekend. Look at some of these numbers. Man, oh man, it's not only Michigan and Wisconsin, Minnesota, but these numbers are all the way cool. Parts of New York in the 20s. We've got temperatures all the way down to the Ohio River that are 20s to low 30s. That's it. So a big pool of cool air is sitting on top of us, and it's going to take at least another day for it to clear out. Closer up look here does show the clouds that are just not going anywhere, at least for now. Again, it takes a little bit of the wind to relax in order for those clouds to start breaking apart, and they will do so later in the day. The model shows some of the cloud cover around, and any accumulating snow chances, although it's going to be light, would be up in the Thumb region and maybe parts of southern Ontario, Sarnia, hugging right along Lake Huron, closer to that water source, those northwest winds coming across the slightly warmer waters, creating that lake effect recipe for what could be just more problematic snows throughout the afternoon and maybe early evening. Saturday and Sunday looking good. Clouds do increase late in the day on Sunday, but again, tomorrow will be on the cooler side of normal. 40 is what we should be at for an average high that's based on 30 years of averaging afternoon high temperatures for early March, but we're not going to be at 40 tomorrow. Low, maybe middle 30s. We're going to be over 40 degrees by Sunday. We're going to get a surge of warmer air in here, and clouds develop late, so that'll cap temperatures probably just shy of 50, but we do get into the 50s, Rhonda, on Monday with some light rain, and the clash of warm and cold comes on Tuesday afternoon with a chance for storms.
All right, Brandon, thank you. Playing the character Wolverine in the X-Men movies was one of the first big Hollywood roles for Hugh Jackman, and it's lasted nearly 2 decades. But now the Australian actor is ready to say goodbye to that alter ego with the film Logan. Here's a look at that and more of your box office preview.
She's like you, very much like you.
A lone wolf finds his pack in Logan. This X-Men spinoff has Hugh Jackman taking care of an ailing Professor X, but their Wild West hideaway is discovered by a mutant orphan, and the three hit the road to keep the preteen Wolverine out of the wrong hands. Logan is rated R.
I'm Eloise. I got dumped by Francie's brother.
Anna Kendrick's relationship status is complicated in Table 19. She plays a maid of honor demoted after a breakup with the best man. She ends up at the rejects table, where the unwanted weirdos hit it off Breakfast Club style and may even spark some lasting friendships. Table 19 is rated PG-13.
Do I know you? Not very well, but we can work on that.
Sam Worthington meets his maker in The Shack. He's a distraught father reeling after the death of his daughter, but when he receives an invitation to a mysterious hut in the Northwest wilderness, he has a chance to question the mysteries of his faith. The Shack is rated PG-13. Little something for all of your movie interests this weekend. Still ahead, the new shoes that have some people asking, is this a joke? We're going to explain Pizza Hut's entry into the footwear business.
And now, from my Pizza Hut pod top.
Replay song. Oh, 2 of your favorite things in one. Forget high tops. Pizza Hut is making pie tops.
What? Mm-hmm. The pizza chain giving away 64 pairs of sneakers specially designed to let you order a pie by pressing a little button on your sneaker tongue. The shoes use a Bluetooth device to send your order through the Pizza Hut mobile app.
The sneakers are a promotional gimmick tied to the NCAA March Madness basketball tournament, but just a few pairs will actually go to regular fans. The rest are being sent to us, the media types, as a way to generate buzz for the chain's online ordering system, and they have Grant Hill as their spokesperson. 64 pairs, though, that doesn't even cover all the people in our building, so we're probably not going to get one.
Give me a